Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to make ghee. Yummy, yummy ghee that we use a lot in Indian cooking when we are making desserts, when we're making curries, when we're making almost anything. You could either substitute oil or you can use ghee to cook it. The only thing about cooking in ghee is that it's a lot more in calories and it's kind of not that great for your waistline. So you need 4 things to make ghee. You need a pan. You need a glass jar. You need a strainer and your favorite butter. This happens to be my favorite butter. Whatever your favorite brand of butter, it could be salted, it could be unsalted, whatever it is for you. So let's get started. We're gonna turn our heat onto medium to medium high, and I'm not going to make this whole thing of butter because I already have ghee that I already have, and I'm just doing this for your for a teaching example, right? So this is butter that I have had in the fridge and I just put it into, so I'm using about half the butter. This is where the close-up shot is amazing. So we're going to melt the butter. Not only are we going to melt the butter, we're going to brown the butter till we get little brown bits of all the milk solids that are in there. And sometimes it takes as little time as 5 minutes, and sometimes it takes as long as 10 minutes, depending on what setting that you set your stove on. Right? Mine is on medium high heat, and you can hear the sizzle of that butter. Since we're waiting for the ghee to get ready, let me share a little tidbit about ghee, how ghee is used in India. In India, some women use ghee as sort of like a moisturizer, especially on their rough elbow patches and their cracked heels, and also even on their skin in the rough winter months there, because of the winds and the sun and all kinds of monsoon weather and rain. So sometimes the skin takes a beating, just like it does here. So a lot of women use. I'm going to turn down the heat just a teeny bit because I want it to go a little bit slower, because you don't want to burn the butter. You want to brown the butter. So, oh my goodness, here's a beautiful shot, a close-up shot. So all that's happening now is that the milk solids are kind of floating, and when they float to the top, they kind of float to the bottom when they get their brownness, the perfect brownness. And you know that you have perfect butter when it starts to smell nutty. And when you know it starts to smell nutty, when you notice that, when you are inhaling all the amazingness, that's when you take your, not quite there yet, we're getting there. See the little brown bits in the side of the dish? That's what we want to see at the bottom of the dish. It's kind of hard to see because of all the bubbles that are happening. We also don't want it to overflow. There we go. We're getting a little bit of the brown, so we're going to just take it off the heat because we don't want it to burn, and bring it back. Remember, we don't want it to overflow, just like milk. We don't want milk to overflow. Let's put it down once more, and I think our ghee is good to go. See this amazing brownness of it? We don't want to go any browner than that, and you get that amazing aroma of the nuttiness of the ghee. So I'm going to shut this off, and we're going to take it off that burner, and all you're going to do is you're going to wait till it comes to room temperature. So when the ghee comes to room temperature, all you're going to do is you're going to strain it into a glass jar. Really, really important that it be a glass jar. And once the ghee is strained, you close it up tight and you leave it on your countertop with all your other oils that you used to use when you're cooking. So ghee can substitute that olive oil when you're cooking. It can substitute that canola oil or any kind of oil that you're cooking in. Remember, ghee has a lot more calories because it's butter based. So you decide what you like to cook with. So we're going to wait for the butter to get to a room temperature, and then we're going to strain it. So it's been about 20 minutes and this has come to almost a room temperature, and what we're going to do is we're going to strain this Let's see if I don't spill it. Perfect. So you're just going to strain the brown bits. See all that brown bits? Yummy, amazing goodness. I don't want you to think that these brown bits are for discarding. I'm going to actually show you how to make a really amazing zucchini pea curry with a creamy peanut buttery kind of a base. So let's get started on that.